All right, we're going to solve this equation using our log properties. So let's start here. And there's many different ways to do this, and I'm just going to illustrate one of the ways. So I'm going to get all my log things on one side. So let's subtract log of x. And of course, this is all to base 7. So now I've got the log of 4x minus the log of x plus 3 minus the log of x, and this all equals 0. So now I want to write this as 1 log to base 7. Okay, all the stuff that has a plus in front of it is going to go in my numerator, and all the stuff that has a minus in front of it is going to go in my denominator. So that looks like this. Okay, and this equals 0. All right, so let's go ahead and no need to multiply this stuff out yet. Let's just leave it kind of like this, and let's go ahead and do the loop. So 7 to the 0 power equals all of this stuff right here. Okay, so we have 7 to the 0 power equals 4x over x plus 3 times x. And of course, anything to the 0 power is 1. So that becomes 1 equals 4x over x plus 3 times x. And let's move this up here. All right, so now I want to cross multiply. So let's go back down here a minute. I can think of this as 1 over 1. So we want to cross multiply. So we end up with x times x plus 3 equals 4x. And now at this point I can multiply out and combine like terms. So this becomes x squared plus 3x equals 4x. Lots of different ways to solve it from here. I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. So I have x squared minus x equals 0. I see I have a greatest common factor of x, so I'm going to factor that out. So I'm left with x equals 1. And then I set each one of these equal to 0 and solve. So that gives me 1. So my two solutions are 0 and 1. And I want to make sure and always check for extraneous solutions. And when you do that, you will find that this one is extraneous. So the one and only solution is x equals 1. Another way I know this is extraneous, I can check it by plugging it in. But when I plug it in here, the log of 7 of 0, and no matter what the base is, you cannot take the log of 0. So I always know that if I get, well, not always, but in this case I got 0, and then I know that that one is extraneous. So always make sure and check these. Okay, that's the end of this lesson.